Welcome back to your Pediatric Dentistry channel Tiny Tech Talks. If you are new to this channel, subscribe the channel, and for detail of this channel visit the bio section, or you can also check out my first video. Sorry if there is any mistakes in videos or shorts. So today's topic or question is the teeth identification and tooth numbering system part 2, which include other tooth numbering system. In first part we discussed the Zsigmondy-Palmer notation, universal tooth numbering system and FDI system. After the universal system invented, there is one similar system was invented, which is Wildfeld tooth numbering system. In this system, suffix capital D is used to indicate the deciduous teeth, but later this system also used alphabets for primary teeth and numbers for permanent teeth. So there is no meaning. Disadvantages are same as universal system, that it is difficult and take times to remember and need practice to communicate. Then in 1885, Hillister gave the system, which is Hillister system of notation. They used the colons and semicolons to distinguish the primary and the permanent teeth. So 1 to 5 is for the primary teeth and 1 to 8 for the permanent teeth. For example, upper right central incisor is denoted as a 1 and the colon on the right side, and the lower right central incisor is denoted as a 1 and the colon on the left side, and same opposite for the left side. For right central incisor denoted as a 1 and the colon on the right side, and lower right central incisor is denoted as a 1 and the colon on the left side. So in the left central incisor for maxillary, then the colon on the left side, mandibular incisor, then the colon is on the right side. It is confusing using that same tooth number 6 and 7 in the primary as well as permanent teeth in the mixed dentition stage, and it is difficult to understand and communicate. Then in 1890, Monas Dubois system invented with the use of even and odd numbers. So they use the decimals for the primary teeth. Decimals is basically the number contain whole number and the fractional part of the other number. Whole number is used for the permanent teeth. Horizontal line is used in both primary and permanent tooth in context with the mandibular arch. In primary teeth, 1 is used for the left and 2 is used for the right side. Then use the decimal point with the number 1 to 5 for the individual tooth. For example, if you want to write the maxillary right first primary molar, so you have to write in these. In this, 2 is the right side, dot is the decimal point, 4 is the first primary molar. If you want to do the same for the mandibular left first primary molar, then you have to put a horizontal line above this. Same in the permanent, even number is used for the right side and odd number is used for the left side. So for example, you have to write down maxillary right first molar, then 12, because the right side even number, and the mandibular left first molar, so it is mandibular, so horizontal line should be placed, and the 11 the odd number because it is on the left side. The disadvantages are it create confusion regarding horizontal lines, primary and permanent tooth, use of decimals. These all requires the concentration and time to dictate, write and type. Then in 1891, Haderup invented the Victor Haderup system, which is similar to the Zsigmondy-Palmer's notation. They use the plus sign for the upper quadrant and the minus sign for the lower quadrant, plus they add the 0 to the left side of the numerals in the primary dentition, and signs place right side for the right quadrant and left side for the left quadrant. So for primary dentition they use 0, so 0 is added to the left side of the numerals, plus signs placed on the right side for the right quadrant and left side for the left quadrant, plus sign is for the upper and minus sign is for the lower. Same as a permanent, but there is no 0 added because 0 is only for the primary dentition. Advantages are this system is computer friendly and easy to understand. Disadvantages are it can be very confusing for recording mixed dentition, and it is very difficult to dictate, so it cannot be used routinely. Then Fricolm and Lysel in 1962 invented the other notation, which is the variant of the Palmer notation. They use the suffix m. They add the suffix m to denote the milky teeth, so not confusing while recording the mixed dentition, otherwise same as a Palmer notation, so they add the suffix m. But the disadvantages are same. It is confusing when recording, especially for those who is unfamiliar. It is not widely adopted, so can lead to inconsistencies in the communication among the dental professional. Use of lowercase letters and numerals might lead to misinterpretation, particularly handwritten records when clarity is crucial. Then in 2011, Akram et al. Invented the system, which is Missap system. So M for molars, I for incisor, C for canine, A for anacia, in anacia, A for anomaly, N for normal, A for abnormal, A for anomaly, S for supernumerary, E for eruption, A for anomaly, and P for premolars. In deciduous dentition, they use the lowercase letter D written on the left side after the sign of hash mark of each anacial letter, which is I, C, M. D is used for the deciduous and I is used for the incisor in this figure. And right, left, upper, lower corner, the type of the tooth is used. If there is a 2-1 in the upper right corner, it indicates that either central or lateral incisor of the maxillary right side. And use the same for the permanent teeth, and there is no prefix in the permanent teeth. So there is no prefix in the permanent teeth. So no prefix, only hash mark and the tooth type. Advantages are identification and communication are simple, and this system is error free and user friendly. Disadvantages are for enter the data in the computer requires special software. Dictation is time consuming and more complicated to understand for the beginner. Then there is a Havel's alphanumeric dental notation designed only for the deciduous tooth. The number indicates the quadrant and lowercase letter indicates the tooth type. So first is for maxillary right, second is for the maxillary left, third is for mandibular left, and fourth is the mandibular right. And the tooth type is A, B, C, D, E, central, lateral, canine, first molar and second molar. In mixed dentition, it is used with the FTI system. The advantages are does not generate the confusion regarding quadrant and permanent and primary teeth. Early speed of recall and entering data in computer is an easy and fast process. Now coming to the notation of the numerical abnormalities by an addition to the FDI system. So when there is a fused normal teeth, first digit is used as a quadrant, second is for the mesial tooth of fusion, and the third digit is distal tooth of fusion. So fusion is basically two normally separated tooth fused together. Example, for deciduous dentition, the fusion of mandibular left lateral incisor with the adjacent canine. So this is the number 7, 2, 3. 7 represents the mandibular left quadrant, 2 represent the mesial tooth in the fusion, and 3 is used the distal tooth in the fusion, which is canine. For permanent dentition, the fusion of the mandibular left lateral with the adjacent canine is 3, 2, 3. Here the mandibular left quadrant is represent 3, then the same 2 and 3. For the geminated teeth means normal plus supernumerary teeth. So here the supernumerary teeth is indicated as the number 9. So first you have to write the quadrant, then normal tooth in the gemination and the supernumerary teeth. For example, mandibular left permanent lateral incisor. So 3, 2, 9. 3 is used for the mandibular left, 2 is used for the lateral incisor, and 9 is a supernumerary teeth. Now if the supernumerary teeth alone present outside the dental arch buccally, then the alphabet is used A, V, E, S, T respectively, and if there is abnormal supernumerary teeth, then you have to use in a small letter. If it is present lingually, then L, I, N, G respectively. If it is placed in the dental arch, that was the placed outside the dental arch, buccally or lingually. If placed within the dental arch, P, R, O, X as a third digit if the supernumerary teeth is distal to the tooth reference, and use as a first digit if supernumerary teeth is in the mesial to distal direction. If mesodents present with the different shape, use a small p. Here are the reference for the question. If you want this PDF or any other PDF, just like, subscribe and comment your mail ID with the topic, and I'll send you the PDF. New videos on Thursday evening 6 PM and Sunday morning 11 AM. Also, we try to put MCQs according to the topics every day, alternate day on shorts with the answer and explanation if needed, which will help you in the Viva or NEET exam. Like, share and subscribe the channel.